I didn't wear this shirt by mistake. When I read the title for this new Saw movie, I had the same look as Shrek. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. One of the horror movies I'm most anticipating this year is the new Saw Reboot. This is the new Saw movie that we're going to be getting from comedian Chris Rock. Yep, that's right. I have a full playlist on my channel on this Saw movie if you want to get completely caught up to date with that. The title of this movie has made its way online and it is very puzzling for a Saw movie for sure. I'm really curious to hear your guys' opinion on this new Saw title. If you dig the title, go ahead and leave a like down below. If you're not a fan of it or have some theories on what it could mean, comment down below because I'd love to read all that. Alright, so before getting completely into more details about this movie, the title right now that it's found its way online is that the new Saw movie is entitled Spiral. Now to some Saw fanatics that word might seem a little odd, but obviously if you take in place with the spirals on Billy's face, the puppet in the Saw movies, or heck a lot of the traps have this spiral shape on them, the spiral symbol is pretty iconic with the Saw franchise, so that seems perfectly fine. It's the tagline of this movie that makes me go, oh, okay. The tagline going around with the title of this movie is Spiral from the Book of Saw. I'm going to try and break down what this could possibly mean and entail for the Saw franchise. Because one of the things I love the most out of this horror movie franchise Saw is all the conspiracy theories, the connecting the dots of what something could mean. It just makes it a lot more fun, and we obviously got to have that Saw music in the background. But not really, because then we'd get copy striked. We can't have that around here. Okay, so what we know so far about this movie is the working title for the longest time was The Organ Donor. Now, the working title is never the actual title that they will use in the film. It's just always a hint to what could happen in the movie or a small little inside joke with the production cast. So a lot of you out there were hoping the title was Saw Organ Donor, but now that does not seem to be the case at all. But most likely someone caught up in Jigsaw's game is gonna need to donate some sort of organ. The prime suspects here are the two main leads of the film. That's Chris Rock, who's gonna be playing a detective in the movie. Here's some stills that we finally get to see of this Saw movie, thanks to the cinematographer from the movie. He posted these on his website. And then Samuel Jackson, who will be playing Chris Rock's father in the movie. These two will most likely be the ones trapped in a room in this new Saw movie, and we find out why Jigsaw decided to pick them for his new game. And now earlier I did call this thing a reboot, and I just mean that for all intents and purposes in the way they're gonna market this movie for the general audience. It's still said that this movie will stay in continuity with all the previous Saw movies, but it will definitely be welcoming to new audiences who would watch this movie for the very first time without watching any other previous Saw movies. That might turn away some Saw fans or get them upset, but it's just what is needed to be done for these Saw movies to maintain making money at the box office. I mean, there was a good reason they didn't call this movie Saw 9. You add 9 to the title and you just stripped away a whole bunch of people who probably could have gone out to go see this movie. By seeing 9 in the title, that lets them know, damn, that's 8 movies I have to watch before watching this one, and I don't even know if this 9th one is worth, what, the 17, 20 hours of my life? But the kind of clever thing that they did by naming it Spiral, if you turn a 9 upside down, it starts to turn into that spiral shape, and you can't tell me they're not going to do something like that for the marketing of this movie for the diehard fans. But that tag right there of From the Book of Saw, that right there is what makes me really curious to check this movie out, because my mind starts racing to what this could mean. One, From the Book of Saw could be the new tagline to carry on to let you know that this is still connected to the Saw movies, just like we had Hobbs and Shaw in association with the Fast and Furious franchise. Or we have something like when the Twilight movies were coming out, you called it Breaking Dawn Twilight Saga. I know, really odd movies to compare to the Saw franchise, but it's in that aspect, just to let you know this is connected to that universe, even though we're changing the main title every now and then. But if this is really from the Book of Saw, this lets me know John Kramer, the man, the myth, the legend known as Jigsaw in these movies who created this whole thing, it seems he left his teachings, his understandings of his methods all in a book, and he must have passed it on to somebody, and that somebody is who's carrying on the games in this new Saw franchise. I don't see what else this could possibly mean from the Book of Saw. This book probably has all his favorite traps, the mechanics to go down in them, how you build them, how you set people up, the life lessons people need to learn. This book essentially is the way we keep John Kramer, Jigsaw's vision alive for copycat Jigsaws to continue. And that right there to me makes the Saw lore so much more interesting, fascinating, and really cool. And before a lot of us Saw fans start bringing out ideas of who it could be, previous apprentices of Jigsaw, because he has been known to pass his teachings on to other people, people, especially people who have survived his games in the past. I don't think the new Jigsaw in this movie will be a previous character. I think it'll be someone completely brand new we might not know of, and that is to ease in the new general fans. And heck, it could even be Chris Rock or Samuel Jackson himself, and that could be the big twist of the movie. All I'm saying is this title, although a little iffy, could lead to some amazing things. And whoa, this movie is 4 months away. That means in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start seeing posters. We're going to start seeing trailers. Man, I am so excited to get back into this twisted world. What do you guys think of this title? What do you think it could possibly mean? Are you for it? Are you against it? Or did you just come here to see my Shrek shirt? Because I understand that too. Anything and everything, you guys go ahead and let me know down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.